try some testing of the Little David and the Big Bertha at the moment. Put up some more lights around the base and did a few little things after I got off the stream last night. And it was just fine. I added some extra hydrogen tanks to the brick here and made it super black. Space pirate ship we captured yesterday. Darth, though, we're not getting your voice through, unfortunately.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, that's much better. You got a dodgy plug there.
No, it's the stream. Whenever I have the stream up, my computer lags like you wouldn't believe.
Sure.
Not all of us can have this big beefy computer like you.
Oh, it's a bit of a hodgepodge, really. I built it about 4 years ago from parts.
Yeah. But yeah, I like this. It looks good.
Yeah, the grinders...
So the cockpit thing worked?
Yeah, it does. The grinders grabbed a couple of bits and pieces that still hadn't been changed over in ownership, hadn't been hacked, but everything else is fine.
Cool. Well, I mean, we can replace stuff if needed.
Yeah, I started replacing some of the floor blocks and things, but I haven't gone further than that.
I just think it would be good for us to have another ship for defending the base, other than the fighter.
Sure. I added extra hydrogen tanks to the brig, by the way, in case you missed that bit.
No, I didn't see the whole thing. I kind of skipped around a little bit to see basically the gist of what you were doing.
Oh no, it was after the stream last night, unfortunately. I just wasn't sure if I was going to get another
Ah.
white screen, so I just thought I'd experiment for an hour or two and make sure everything was stable.
Yeah, good idea, good idea.
So
And I
I
see
built,
we have lighting everywhere.
yeah, I built a testing range up this end.
Sweet.
I still got the sign backwards though. I put on some thrusters and things so I can move it around. If you want to help me get a position in front of the guns.
Sure.
I guess we have to establish what end is up. If you were facing the sign and the sign was the right way up, which direction do I need to move? It looks like I need to move slightly to your right.
Hey, I gotta go help my wife for a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
That's all good. I think I've got the sign almost in the right spot.
A little bit more.
How's that look?
You're gonna hit the upper left, it looks like.
Sounds good enough. Would you like to do the honours? Yeah, a little bit. Not every time, I don't think. I heard the last thing you said.
I think it's something to do with range between antennas or something.
Could well be it. Do you want to do the honours? Or do you want to watch while I fire?
Well, I would rather them be able to see it too, so I'll go ahead and fire it.
Sounds good.
If you want to go up by the end of the barrel.
I think I got a good view here of the end of the barrel and the target.
Alrighty.
Ready. I don't know if it's loaded. That's something you might want to check.
Okay, I will.
I think the David is, but not the Bertha.
Bertha's loaded. Thing happened?
Yeah, fired. Didn't do as much damage as I expected.
I heard nothing. I don't see anything. Well, they...
Yeah, it took out a row of blocks just here.
Oh, this is all light armor. No wonder. Or, I'm sorry.
Heavy
small
armor,
blocks, yeah. See, when I used it before, we had 4 rows thick heavy armor, and it punched right through those and then into the cliff behind it. But that was all large block, like I was saying.
Well, it looks like it's still got the penetrating power, just not the explosive power.
Well, it is small blocks, and they're kind of derpy when it comes to stuff like that. David, next?
Absolutely.
You ready?
Ready.
Ah, crap. We gotta make ammo. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Ooh, I heard that one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's all the stuff that it should be doing is what they just did. Like an earth-shattering, holy crap, what was that?
And a tiny little hole.
That's what it does. But it's a little hole that goes and goes and goes. Little David did I think 3 out of the 4 blocks of heavy armor, and then damaged the 4th block. I think at one point we put 12 blocks of heavy armor up for Bertha, and yeah, it damaged I think 8 out of the 12, and just left a huge hole.
Oh, well, we'll try that tomorrow.
But like I said, it's been nerfed, it seems. Yay, I can put David back on my ship.
Now, we can reload the other save without this stuff built, or we can just recycle this stuff.
But yeah, I wanted to build a ship around a Bertha cannon as their main battleship at some point.
Sure. We lost a lot of resources when we built those cannons and then switched off the mod and lost all the blocks.
Or
So,
you could put a little David on the front of that ship we just captured.
sure. I think it'll be okay to recycle the Big Bertha and David here. Just because we lost all those resources when we shouldn't have.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. Go ahead. That is a very big pink cannon.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go mount some Davids back up on my my ship.
Oh, I found one of the assemblers wasn't working. And it turned out that it's because it had yield modules on it rather than... I don't think yield modules are compatible with it, assemblers. It was displaying error messages saying it was, you know, that none of the upgrades were working.
That might have been the one I did down by the cargo system.
Yeah, it was. I replaced them all with power blocks.
Yeah. I didn't know that at the time. I figured that out later on. I forgot
same
to take
with
those
me.
off, actually.
Same with me. I guess yield only goes on refineries.
Oh, speaking of refineries, I thought maybe we could slap a refinery on this and some extra cargo storage, and we may use this for a while as a temporary mobile base.
Sure, it should have a refinery and assembler anyway. It's big enough that, you know, it's not like they take up a lot of space.
Well, they do. They take up a large amount of space, but considering all the space we're wasting. Sorry, I was trying not to cough in the mic.
It's
Yeah, I
cool.
think we gotta actually fit one down here. Where we were originally wanting to put the cryopods, I think would be a good spot. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. It's not essential equipment, so...
But I have the stairwells done for going down to the hangar bay. Or at least some of them. It kind of looks like it has little nubby feet on the bottom of it, but it's there.
Cool. an interesting design, this Space Pirate ship. It looks like it's only got armoured blocks on the top layer, and in a few other spots like the front area, and the rest of it is internal walls and catwalks.
Yeah, it's very brittle. The few times that I have attacked those, not much other than the heavy armor actually is left. You know, one shot to the reactor or a few lucky shots with some missiles and that thing's gone.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it can stand up to much. We might have to fix that.
Don't have to tell me twice. Ew, that bothers me. It's a center. And the OCD begins. I don't think it's gonna fit up there evenly. However, we may be able to put it up here towards where the shield generators are. What do you think?
No, that sounds good. It's your baby, mate, so you don't have to ask me about each thing.
Well, I mean, it's fun to work on something with somebody.
Oh, no, for sure.
To be honest with you, I feel more for Vector than I do for this. Vector was my baby. This is more like the ugly stepchild.
Oh, you may feel
Not to
differently
be
when
mean
she's
or rude or nasty. Yes, I know, but the amount of time and stuff I put into it's made me very frustrated with it.
I think I'm going to go.
Okay, refinery's down.
We always talk at the same time. It's bizarre.
I noticed.
I'm going to go out and get those other two drones.
Okay, cool. Are you wanting to turn them into like fighter craft, or you got something else planned for them?
Oh no, that sounds good. We'll bring them back and see what we can do.
Righto. Do you want me to go with you, or
Oh no, it's cool.
you're out with me
I'll
staying
use,
here, or what?
Just thinking, I'll use the brig. I've got to test the new hydrogen tanks anyway.
All right. as for the talking at the same time, great minds do think alike.
True that.
Just throwing that out there. So what should I put on the refinery? All yield modules, or should I put some power on there too?
Maybe half and half. concentrating on hooking up this drone. Sorry if I'm a bit quiet. I started it moving and then I started it tumbling. Oh, not having a good time here. may never see this drone again. I don't believe it had finally locked on.
You just break something. I can hear stuff breaking.
Sorry, mate, I couldn't quite understand.
I said, are you breaking stuff? I heard something breaking.
I don't think so. I'm just bringing the drone in now.
Yeah, I see it. Rip. There goes all the stuff. Well, it didn't explode, so I mean, we must not have needed that stuff, right?
Oh yeah, no, I checked. It was just some gyros. Gyros and 2 reactors. I'm just happy it's not eating the rest. Well, I can control it remotely. I've just got the orientation wrong on the camera.
That's good.
Yep, all good. We have total control.
Now all we do is slap some seats on them. Go flying around.
Well, I could do that
Hey,
right
them-
now actually, instead of putting a
The-
the turret back.
That empty spot in the back, can it fit a seat back there? Because then we could access it through that hole in the very rear of the ship. Like the brick does.
Yeah, no, it's actually a cargo container that I think was supposed to be there. It's intact in this one. Oh, sorry, oxygen generator. That's what it is.
Oxygen generator. For the hydro, I guess.
But if you look up here on top where the Gatling was, you can stick a cabin right there.
You might be able to actually. I'm thinking put one on top. The antenna.
That's what I was thinking. Because you're hooked straight into the oxygen system as well.
Yeah. That's a good spot. Nice. Would you like to come and see what I've done?
Sure.
If I can find my ship. I'm working on detailing in here. And then I'm going to go room to room and start setting things up a little bit better.
Looks great. You've got the core there. You just making it.
I added a bunch of small cargo storage spaces around these corners here. There was just empty space. I didn't know what to do with it. So, extra storage.
Yeah, no, it's a good idea. We're better off having a lot of small cargo containers than one big one. You know, you lose everything in one hit, or you know, you get a lot of small ones. You have redundancy.
Yeah, I have the two large ones in the center, but I do agree with your statement. But if you'll follow me up the steps, I'll show you what I've done with the stairwells.
Very nice. Yeah, she's starting to come together nicely.
I do agree with that. Up here, we have this catwalk that takes you to the left and the right. Over here, I left this open because I haven't decided what we can do with it yet. That just goes over to the refinery, and if we want to change out the modules, I figured we'd leave that open.
Yeah, good idea.
And then this is just an empty room over here. I haven't figured out what to do with it yet.
I'd like to maybe.
At first, I was like,
I'd like to re-enable iCuster's. I'm not sure how to say her name. Furniture mod. That's pretty good. It's got some pool tables, and, you know, basins and all those sorts of things.
yeah, absolutely. I figured we could put the radar in here, or in the bridge somewhere. Make this like a briefing room. But yeah, that's what I've been working on.
Looks great.
It's hard to get them designs, especially in the stairwell. I tried like 5 different things and nothing just kind of worked, and then I threw these down just for, pardon my language, with shits and giggles, and it worked.
Yeah, it can be like that. But it's all practice. The more familiar you are with them, the easier it becomes.
Oh yeah. Like I said, this is just more of a, you know, do it as you go kind of thing. Vector was more of a, I knew exactly what I wanted and how I wanted to do it.
Sure.
That's why I keep asking you about stuff on this, you know.
I think we need to make an expedition to the moon to maybe establish a GPS in orbit over there, so that when we get the summon running, we can use the jump drive just to go straight over.
That's what I'm forgetting on this. Jump drive. I don't know anywhere to put the jump drive yet.
You could put it where I am now. It's a reasonably well protected part of the ship.
Well, I mean, that would work. I was thinking up front, where I was thinking about putting the refinery or the cryopods at. I was gonna see if it might fit up there.
Sure.
Gotta figure out something to put there.
Yeah, it's just particularly nasty if something hits the jump drive in a battle.
Yeah, I agree. Might end up putting it back here then. Let me see.
No pressure anyway. I better go get that other drone.
Oh my god. This thing is fracking huge. They've upped the size quite a bit. It used to be 1 by 4 by 4, right?
What's that?
The jump drive, it used to be 1 block by 4 block by 4 block.
Oh, I don't remember that long ago.
It's been a while since I've used the vanilla jump drive.
I don't think it's...
I don't think
Go
this is... I don't think it'll fit right there. It's just massive. It is huge. Now I see why most people don't use them in their builds. The resource cost alone would build us one of them. Yeah, you can almost build a large reactor with this thing.
Oh, well, I mean, it's a pretty special piece of equipment.
I'm gonna lay it down up here and we'll see if I want to move it or not.
I parked the drone over here near the wall. I've switched off its engine, so hopefully it won't get bumped.
Yeah. Ooh, a commercial freighter. I've never seen that one before.
As soon as I get these drones, the last drone in, we can certainly go up. I'm sure there'll be something after
Sounds
it.
fun. Are you gonna take the brick? Or you want me to,
Oh, I'll take the brick. I need to test it again.
Oh wow, I did a lot more damage on the Blade Runner light armored variant than I thought. I basically gutted this thing. Wow. I was gonna take it out there, but don't know if I should know or not.
After all that, it's banished now too.
Yeah, that's one of the more recent glitches that have been happening. People get out of their ships and they just, at max speed, burst off into some random direction. Or they unlatch something with the landing gear and it either sends them or the object flying randomly.
Oh, good. Never mind, we've got one. How's it going, mate?
Good. I'm just restocking on ammo and getting things situated with it in case we need it.
Excellent.
I maxed out all the ammo inside all the gats, and I'm gonna work on maxing out the ammo on the rocket launchers. And then I'm gonna keep some in reserve just in case.
Cool. We should have plenty of magnesium. That's the only thing that's really could be a problem. I just put in another connector over here to park the Recon, so I can park it externally and make it more easily accessible.
Okay, cool. Alrighty, well, while the assembler builds those rockets, I'm gonna work on the ship a little bit more.
Go for it, mate.
Oh wow, this thing is huge. It is massive.
What are you talking about, the Big Bertha, or?
The warp drive thing. Come see. That is big.
3x3x2, I think they are.
Yeah, it's changed since the last time. I think it was earlier I said it was 1x4x4, but no, I think it was 1x3x3 originally.
Yeah,
That tells
it's
you
always
how
been
long
this
it's
size
been
since
since I've used one of these. Huh.
Well, it doesn't mean anything. I've only been playing for about, I think, 2 years.
Yeah, I was pretty much like the first month it was out, I got it. So what do you think? Should I leave it there or should I move it?
Looks fine as long as it's covered with heavy armor. It should be fine.
Yeah, the whole thing's going to be covered in a layer of heavy armor. Would you like to lay out the command center?
I can, if you want. How many chairs do you want?
Maybe 2 in a pilot seat. I was thinking we could throw the radar in front of the main pilot seat. That way when you're in the cockpit view in here. Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, no, that sounds good. I was thinking maybe some LCD screens as well at the front there. And an air vent.
Yeah. Yeah. I do believe I left room up there on the top of the conveyors there for an air vent if needed. That's what I was forgetting was oxygen generators, and we need a hydrogen tank
And
oxygen tanks too.
You better mark out where you mean, mate, because I'm not quite sure what you mean.
I left a spot up here for a
Okay.
air vent. I mean, we can rework this area if need be. The batteries can be moved, the conveyors can be moved. Actually, I think I am going to do that. I'm going to move the conveyors up a little bit for you. Do you want to leave the air vent up there, or do you want me to move it too?
It's up to you, mate. I'm not sure what you're doing.
I was moving the stuff forward so we have a little bit more room.
It should be fine there then. Can you please mark the front of the fridge, please?
I was gonna do it about right here,
Okay.
unless you want me to.
So do you want to
give
put
us
in
a little bit
internal
more room.
walls or armor? It probably should be armor.
It's up to you. I haven't never really done a bridge with more than just me.
Alright, I'm going to put a row of heavy armor blocks across the front of the bridge area.
Okay. Should probably fill in this gap up here in the center. I don't think I like that air vent up there, because if we get hit right there and it punches through, it's gonna knock out our air first thing.
Yeah, there's a problem at the front of it as well because there's an exposed conveyor here that's not going to take a hit. I'll either have to put heavy armor in front of it or we'll have to remove it.
Oh, I'm gonna take care of this with the armor. The guns are gonna be inset into armor.
Okay, no worries then. So you've got conveyors feeding them from other directions? Or?
What was that? I couldn't hear you over the welding.
Oh, I was just making sure you've got enough conveyors to feed the other Davids.
Yeah, I got them running from a cargo container on each side of the bridge into the guns. And then I was going to run a pipe down through the floorboard directly into the ship. But I think this should be okay. At the point where we start taking damage like that, I don't think much is going to help in the way of that. If we start taking damage at that point, yeah, there's not really much we're going to be able to do to protect ourselves in the cockpit or in the bridge, let alone the guns outside.
Well, I was going to put another layer of heavy armor here, just behind the little Davids.
Oh, go. If you want, I can remove the batteries.
No, it'll be okay, I think. If you're going to also have another layer of heavy armor, that should be fine. Actually, I might replace that.
I don't think the grinders work well with that mod.
Yeah, the color keeps changing.
Do you have your color set up right?
I had to reset the pink it was using last night. Well, I had to reset the color I was using based on what it was set to. It seemed to be set to different to what my default colors were.
Yeah, I don't know. I usually keep it at 314, 100, 100.
Yeah, it was set to 314, 173 last night.
I don't know, maybe menu hit something or something like that when I was going through. Might be my fault, I don't know.
Oh no, it could be an update. Who knows?
Yeah.
So, where would you like me to put the dish for this? I can stick it right on the back if you want, but it's probably better up on the top or the front somewhere.
Will having more than one help?
No.
You think in case, you know, it gets taken out or something?
I don't think the logic of it works with more than one radar dish. We could try it.
I mean, having a backup. in case something gets.
Yeah, no,
blown
I
up.
understand. It's just the way they work together, the two blocks. You have to name them the same thing. And I don't know what'll happen if I name 2 radars the same thing. Or 3, but we can certainly test it and see.
Oh, what we can do is we can put it on top of the bridge when we get the bridge built. I'll go ahead and start laying out some blocks.
What about airlocks? Should I put in airlocks for the bridge?
I was gonna do one on each side, and then I was going to like try and figure out a way to make these 3 doors kind of go into one door, and have that cargo container in the center, kind of thing.
I'll leave it to you then.
Okay.
Is that okay, the way I've got it laid out here?
Yeah, that looks awesome. Are we going to be able to see the hologram from the projector?
Yeah, I think so.
The radar projector, like that?
If it was right in front of it, you would have trouble, but I think it should be easier to see if you're actually sitting back 1 block like that.
Okay.
Yeah, sitting in the chair, I've got a complete view of the holographic radar. Give it a try.
If the game will let me. I'm rubber banding. Oh yeah, that's a good view. And then once we get scripts for like the battery and the TIM with all the other stuff, we could definitely put those up on the monitors.
Yep. Sounds like a good plan.
If you could you remove the cockpit off the back of the ship?
Sure.
Thank you, sir. Let the game catch up with itself for a little bit.
You know, the new darkness mod, the space just got real, may be putting some extra load on the CPU.
It may, I don't know. My CPU is running at 95, 96%. My GPU is running at 52. For this last Windows update, it was the opposite, you know? It would max out my GPU at about 80% before it would start ticking on my CPU. I don't know what's changed.
Yeah, as far as I can see, let me double check this. Oh, I can't actually change Windows without it screwing up the full stream, unfortunately. But Op Studio is reporting 4% CPU usage. I don't know if that's just Op Studio or...
Yeah, if you look at the Shift F11 screen, it'll show you your usage for just the Space Engineers.
Oh, okay, yeah, so it's saying about 42%. GPU is running at 95. Sim speed's varying between about 0.92 and 1.05. And a lot of other information I'm going to have a look at later off stream.
Man, that heavy armor, it takes forever to weld up. Is it having to make the stuff that it needs?
Yeah, it's welding up some steel
blades.
plates and grids and
Always
stuff.
different.
I've ordered up some grids for it, but I probably just added to it.
There's 2 assemblers on this. There should be 1 on the base. 2 on the base. We probably split two for grids on this one and 2 for grids on that one. Or steel plates on that one. I set it up into one of them 2,000 steel plate and 1,000 metal grids in another.
Cool, that should help a lot. I find the fastest way is to shift click on heavy armor block in the list. And then you get 100 times components for 1 heavy armor block, so it saves a bit of clicking.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that. That didn't used to be a thing when I first started, and I've had to adjust to a lot of stuff. I kind of missed the one and all thrusters. Used to be able to just place the ion thrusters and just go anywhere you wanted. Considering everything that's going on right now in the game, I'm surprised we're not lagging a lot more than we should be.
Yeah, it's good. Especially because we're streaming as well. I think I'm only going to stream when we're when you and I are playing at this time of day. I don't know if you heard all of that. The computer had a bit of a hiccup. But I think I'll only stream when we're playing and keep the later sessions where I'm on my own doing maintenance stuff on the stream.
That is entirely up to you, sir. I don't want you to feel like, you know, I'm forcing you to do anything or nothing like that.
Oh, not at all, man. I just feel a bit silly talking to myself. You know, so I don't talk much and, you know.
Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of talking to myself, today I thought of some ideas for things for the game. Not a lot to do at work, you know, lifting cabinets and boxing cabinets and stuff like that. You know, it gets kind of boring after a while. Have you ever seen Stargate? Any of the Stargates?
Yeah, no, I'm a big Stargate nerd.
Okay, you and me both. Alright, good. Replicator.
Also known as von Neumann.
Do you see where I'm
machines.
going with this?
Sure.
Yes. A ship will come in, release a bunch of little drones, would probably be half the size of the one you got there, and then they would have a drill and grinding wheels on them, and they'll go out and they'll drill out asteroids or whatever and grind down any ships that they find, and they'll bring the resources back to the mothership and build more drones, or build another mothership to build more drones.
Sounds fine, but
I think that would be scary.
it sounds like a lot of programming to me.
Yeah, but that's what the community is for.
Oh, well, hopefully someone will hear our
The
plea
other
and
one,
write the script for us.
yes, that would be very helpful. The other one is a kind of campaign style thing. You find debris of a crashed ship on each of the planets, and they're all part of the same ship. And you have to collect the information out of the ship. You have to fight through the turrets and this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. Campaign stuff. And then you finally get the signal that you need to bring in the mothership. And it's just a huge, massive mining ship that's from a dead alien race kind of thing.
Sounds
The
interesting.
Argonaut, I think, is what I was going to call it.
We probably should talk about it after the stream so we don't give away any spoilers.
Yeah, just idea running at this time.
I think I'm going to have to go and hand grind that Bertha.
I didn't hear you. What was that?
I'm going to have to go and hand grind the Bertha.
Yeah, I think it's out of range. If you detach it, however, from that base, you should be able to put a deconstruction beacon on it, and the nanite factories can actually reach out here. They have ridiculous range.
Alright. I'll think about doing that. You know, it's just going to pick up the resources I can't carry anyway, so it should be fine to just grind it.
Alright. I guess I can help you.
Oh, you don't have to worry, man. I'm happy for the help, but
I'm just waiting for stuff to grind up over on the ship. That's what I was saying. I can help you. But that is a lot of resources in that thing.
yeah, it is.
Now I see why they call that the end-game cannon.
I'm sure we lost at least as much resources.
Vector alone.
It keeps rebuilding itself. it.
It's repairing it?
Yeah, as I'm grinding it, I get to almost the bottom and it starts to repair it.
Let me try painting it and see if it'll work that way. Yeah, your paint color was a little bit off. We may need to build a bob out here.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
It don't help that I removed the one that was near here. It wouldn't have reached either way.
Do you want to replace one of the turrets with a bob?
We can place the bob back here on this connector. But
You
I'm
think
gonna
that's
have to
close
place
enough?
one up in the base a little bit so that it can reach. Yeah, that should definitely... 25 blocks, yeah, that should reach.
Cool. Chuck one down if you could, please.
Yeah. Is it welding it up?
I'm not sure. Yeah, looks like it has.
Alright, I'm gonna set this one up really quick.
Well, this one's set to 100, so it is the wrong pink.
There we go. Yeah, 100 saturation should be 100, and then the other one should be 100 too.
Yeah, it was set to 73 on them, one of them at least last night.
Yeah, they're all set. They must be busy building or something. Either that or it doesn't like the modded blocks. No, the ones over here are working. The ones on this ship anyways. I don't know why the base hates the thing so much. I don't know if it could be because of all the ships attached or what. But we can grind it down safely. It'll pick it up the stuff that drops.
Sure, I'll give it a go. Problem was it seemed to be welding it up as soon as I tried to grind it.
Well, if we both do it, we should definitely be able to grind it down fast enough.
Yeah, or I grab an elite grinder, that should do. Alright, let's try.
Ready?
He tried to rebuild it.
Yep. And all the stuff is floating away into space. Yep. I think it got him. No, they're floating around over here. Oh, maybe it is.
Yeah, I think it's collecting them. It just takes a little while.
Yeah, it probably has a limit to how many you can pick up at one time or something. Cool. So that's a thing.
I don't know what's going on with it though. I'll try painting some of this pink.
I don't know. I think I might have be like some effect from that hacker drones. But I think the save we had to roll back to was before that, right?
Yeah, it is. It's before that, so.
So all I can think of is there's just too much piping for them to handle, I think, is the only thing. Either that or the they don't like the nanite mod.
So if you look at the first build and repair system in the list, it's set to 73 for the third figure.
Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. Hold on one second.
I won't touch it because if you're looking at the figures as well, if you want to fix it up, or I will, it's up to you. Yeah, I just made some stuff pink using the 100 as the last figure, and it's taking it without a problem.
Yeah, I just changed all the settings. What is that? I can't even read the name. Can you read the name on that? The
Yeah, it's a mining
SPRT?
transport.
Ah.
Should we take him?
You interested in? Yeah, let's go. Wow, my game is getting derpy. So is the brick fully loaded up, by the way?
Yeah, I'm just making sure I got a full load of ice.
Yeah, I made some extra missiles and some extra ammo. It should, if it didn't go into your ship, it probably went into the turrets.
Yeah, it's only got Gatlings now.
Oh, well, then I'll snag some of them missiles.
Alright, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I'm having some lag issues. Yeah, sorry, I got some things I gotta close out of. Windows trying to open up a whole bunch of crap while I was streaming with you.
No worries, man.
Be right back.
I'm just keeping station here about just less than a K where you are.
Yeah, that's a lot better. My CPU usage is down to 70%. So you ready?
Yep. I'm accelerating up to 50. I'm going to try and get in behind and take out as much as I can.
See you later, bye. Get the antennas if you. I'm gonna disable her thrusters. Coming about. I don't know why, but only one of my machine guns is firing. But I do believe that's all the thrusters.
Alright, do you want to try locking on, or should I?
I'm gonna check my my stuff really quick, and I'm gonna be right back. Yeah, for some reason all my guns were turned off.
Oh, it's probably me accidentally last night.
Can you hear me, by the way?
When I was bringing the other stuff in, I didn't want to
okay.
shoot it, and I must have disabled your stuff too. Sorry about that. I think it's fine. Do you want to try locking on?
It's all good. Yeah, I'm gonna get the rest of these little thrusters that are on the...
Or once we can hold it in place, we can work on the thrusters.
Actually, this version of my ship doesn't have the landing gear, remember? It was the heavy one.
It doesn't still have it attached from last time?
Okay, should be good to latch on. There's flat spots on the bottom over here. think there's an interior turret.
Think I got him.
I'm gonna look for whatever shot me. I don't want it turning on you while we're trying to take it back to base, you know?
Yeah, she's fully stopped now. I just save the game just in case.
That's a good idea. I'll hold still.
Hold on.
Yeah, I found another thruster. I'm gonna take it out really quick.
It'd be
It's gonna
better to
be
get
really
out
close
since
to
it's
you,
stopped.
so I want you to hold still.
Just grind it down and hack it. Don't shoot it. It will have to replace the resources if you damage it.
Oh, I gotta ruin my fun. Want it, boss? You want to have a knock on the door? Let's see who's home.
Did you find a turret or? Oh yeah, I hear something. Are you dead, man?
See anything with motors that we can rip the parts out of?
Maybe this Gatling turret. No, it's too damaged.
Maybe one of the thrusters? There's a couple that aren't exploded. Dang.
No, they don't. Conveyors.
There's another door in here. I'll try grinding that down. Yeah. I just want to try and salvage this large cargo container. See what's in it. I'll try and grab this door. See if I can get the 2 out of this. Hopefully no more surprises. Found the cockpit. I need 8 more motors.
Take them from conveyors.
I'm gonna hack the cockpit really quick.
I'm gonna have to go in about 10, 15 minutes. So I should let you know.
Righto.
I think if things are damaged and we haven't actually repaired them, even though they've been below the hack line, they don't get changed in ownership. So we actually need to repair them before they get changed.
Yeah. No need computers.
Yeah, all I brought was internal plate and steel plate.
Found some computers. I'm gonna tear out this gravity gen.
Sounds good.
No, you do get control of the cargo container when you load it up. I have access to this one.
Yeah, you do.
Let's get some nice stuff in it. Need a few more motors. 10. You wouldn't happen to have those, would you?
What about connector? But just take them from conveyors. As long as we have one conveyor on one side that's still working, on the other side just take the conveyors.
Oh, I've been grinding down the ones underneath the ship where I'm at.
was thinking you could take these ones here where I am, since they're already off. And those two are detached there.
Okay, I'll take those.
These two here in front of me are detached.
Oh, can you grab these components?
Inventory full.
Yeah, I've got enough space.
Happen to have 4 motors?
Did you get enough?
Yeah, I threw a bunch of stuff in. Are there only the 2 large cargo on this?
I guess so. This is the first one I've ever managed to get.
Yeah, same for me until I got shot. All fun and games until somebody gets shot, you know?
Very true.
Whoops, sorry, didn't mean to move the ship. That was me, my bad.
Yeah, I'm still welding up pieces.
Yeah, just those 2 cargo containers. Oh no, not a bad haul.
Oh, anything free is good.
Well, it wasn't really free, it costed bullets.
Cheap then. So, she's ready to tow back, I think. I won't tow her all the way, I'll stop about 2k out so that we can work on some of the thrusters and stuff so they don't get eaten.
Yeah, that sounds good. Are we gonna start collecting ships as a fleet kind of thing?
Oh yeah? See how we go, we may need to recycle some or, you know, but yeah, it'd be fun to get a collection of all of the Space Pirate ships.
Pirating the pirate ship. That's us.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, we could do a pirate in town.
Also gives us an idea of how the people who make the game think we should design a ship.
Yeah, actually, I think these are all the ships from when they did the big thing. What was it? The build off kind of thing contest.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just fiddling around here. I'll jump in the brig and start towing it back.
Yeah, I'll hold it. I'll stay behind you in the Blade Runner, just in case.
Full tanks today.
Oh, I was talking about the this incident with the miner. When you were out in the open with the miner.
Oh yeah, that shouldn't happen though. Since we've got corruption off now.
No. I'm not worried about corruption at the moment. I'm worried about the pirates coming back to get their stuff.
True.
But all my guns are working now, so I don't think that's gonna be a problem.
I'll take her up to about 30.
I could attach to one of your landing gear and give you some extra thrust.
Let's not do that.
Aw.
It's inviting problems, I think. I mean, I can go faster than this. I could go up in 100 meters a second, but I don't know how quickly I can stop with the extra weight.
That, and we don't know how well the server is going to like that. At the moment, everything's good. So let's try and keep it that way. You know what I mean? But yeah, today's Friday night for me. So I'll pretty much be up all night. And then probably most of tomorrow I'll be working on my car.
Do you want me to leave the game running?
So I
or?
might be able to get on your... I don't know.
It's up to you, man. If you want to keep playing while I go on lunch
That's
and
really
stuff.
up to you. Yeah, I can do that.
I might shut down the stream though now. So...
Do you want to wait until we get back to base, or...?
Oh no. Well, we'll end it here. We're almost right on 3 hours, so it sounds good. People are
Yeah,
only going to watch
alright.
the replay anyways.
Well, do you want to say goodbye to everybody, or do you want me to?
No, say goodbye, please.
Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you all have a nice evening.
And the same from me. Good night, everyone.